Good evening and welcome to the Whitewater Wind Down. I'm Grace Caputo alongside Ashley Carroll. So with spring break coming up, do you have any plans to see any close friends?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get in contact with some of my friends from high school. I haven't seen them in a while, so it would be super nice to talk to them and just kind of catch up. What about you? Do you have any fun plans?
I do. I'm hoping to see my best friend Megan because our spring breaks don't line up. So we have like 1 or 2 days to see each other, so I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. Yeah, I'm hoping that the weather is nice. Have you checked on it? Is it supposed to be?
Yeah, it does not look like it's gonna be too nice, unfortunately, so gonna have to think of some indoor activities to do.
Napping.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Shopping, too, would be.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yep, I need to find some stuff for my mom to put in my Easter basket, so.
Yeah, well, we'll be right back with more on the Whitewater Wind Down.
What does it mean to be a Warhawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad.
Learning another language.
And listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a Warhawk, I stay balanced,
Take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
and I'm taking confident steps in the direction of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind
And never quit.
Because
That's the Warhawk way.
She's always had it. Pure ambition. An unbridled self-confidence that most people only dream of. You see it driving her, empowering her, and in time, you see it fueling her future. Perhaps even helping her blaze a new trail. All she needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the Universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities. Unlimited opportunity.
Welcome to Jitters Coffee House. Located on the first floor of the Wells Towers, Jitters is a student-run coffee lounge and offers a variety of coffee and ice cream-based drinks and is home to many entertaining programs, including live music, gamer trivia nights, and other performances. Coordinate your activity by emailing jitters@uww.edu. Jitters is completely run by volunteers who can earn service hours and even receive a free drink during their shift. Stop in tonight at Jitters Coffee House, where fun events and community come together.
After retiring as provost in 2023, Robin Fox has returned to Whitewater, taking on the role as interim provost. At the same time, John Chenoweth, Whitewater's former provost, has begun a new chapter at the University of Wisconsin-River Falls, stepping into the role as interim chancellor as of March 1st, 2025. Robin Fox sat down with us to share her thoughts on returning to campus, reflect on her journey, and discuss what's ahead for Whitewater. Peyton Waltz has more on the story.
Being at Whitewater, I've just been given lots of opportunities to move from being an early childhood childcare provider to being the interim provost. And that's not a trajectory that many people have the option to follow. And so I just think that Whitewater affords people the opportunity for growth and change and supporting students and each other.
From Robin Fox's humble beginnings as an early childhood education major working in the Children's Center to provost of the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, she feels as though community has been her biggest motivation to stay.
There was no way in the world when I came here to be a child care provider that I thought, you know what I want to be someday is the interim provost. Like, that was not there. But once somebody saw something in me and asked me to take on a new role, my motivation was that I need to step up. I need to do what I need to do so that I'm proud of the work that I've done, and whoever that person was who believed in me is also proud. and that people here at the university think that my decisions are sound, they're thoughtful, they're caring, and they're consistent.
There are many things that Interim Provost Robin Fox loves about her position. However, a role such as provost comes with pressure.
I get to be second in command, right? So when the chancellor is gone, then I am the one here to help make decisions and if there's issues coming up. And so that to me is both overwhelming and really quite unbelievable.
Interim Provost Robin Fox also shares her secret to success within her high-stakes role.
The decisions we make can be life-changing. So by surrounding yourself by these brilliant people, they also become your support system, right? So I have wonderful people who, when I'm trying to work through something, I go to them.
Her motivation doesn't just stem from the inspiration she gets from her peers, but also it's a result of the trust they instill back in her.
People maybe haven't always loved my decisions, but they know what they're going to be. You know how I'm going to make decisions, so I'm a sure thing, right? And so motivation comes from, for me, people trusting me in these leadership positions and then wanting to live up to the challenge.
This is the third time Interim Provost Robin Fox has come out of retirement. When asked to come back, ultimately, she already knew she was going to say yes.
It's hard to say no when you care deeply for a place and the people at the place, right? This time, saying yes to the chancellor to come on back as the interim provost, I knew, I think, as soon as he asked me that I was going to say yes. And so again, I would have a hard time saying no to UW-Whitewater.
Robin Fox is prepared to take on the role for as long as it takes. At this time, the university is unsure when a permanent provost role will be filled.
Dr. Chenoweth is at River Falls as the interim chancellor. They're darn lucky to have him because he's good stuff, right? But that's an interim role, and so if he decides that's not what he wants to do, he would be coming back to be the provost because he is the provost. He's just taking a leave right now to do that good work. So it's all kind of up in the air. And I think everybody is of the feeling of, for this academic year, certainly this is what we're doing until the end, and then we will figure out next steps from there.
As the future is still unknown, Interim Provost Fox looks forward to the rest of her time here at Whitewater. She aims to be a support figure for administrative staff to continue leading Whitewater and its students into a brighter future.
I don't think the job of an interim is to come in and change a lot of things. Right, there will be, John Chenoweth will either come back or there will be a permanent provost, and that person is the one who can make changes. However, I'm not opposed to making changes if they need to be made. I see my role as being a support system, as being when deans are having a challenging situation, I want them to think of me as their first call.
From UWW-TV, this has been Peyton Walls.
Thanks, Peyton. I thought it was really cool that she stepped out of retirement to come out and help Whitewater.
That's definitely awesome. You can tell she really cares about the community here.
Ooh, especially the administrators.
For sure. Stay tuned for more on the Whitewater Wind Down after this.
We'd love to show you what it's like to be a Warhawk.
Come on!
Don't miss out on your chance to be a Warhawk
at UW-Whitewater.
You belong here!
Welcome to the Whitewater Forensics Team, where we ignite voices and foster connections. With 3 to 4 hours of practice weekly, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth. From energizing warm-ups to passionate storytelling, we build confidence in creativity. Join our close-knit team, conquer public speaking fears, and advocate for your story. With over 100 awards annually, become part of a community where every voice matters.
Welcome to the world today on UWW-TV. I'm Bleran Grachevse.
And I'm Vibhavarghese. And now here's what's happening around the world. An American Airlines flight caught fire at Denver International Airport on Thursday, March 13. Over 170 customers and crew members were deplaned and relocated to the terminal. No one was harmed during the incident. At this time, it is unclear what caused the flames. And we'll have more of the world today after a quick break.
President Trump is now threatening a 200% tariff on European alcohol in response to the European Union calling the U.S. steel and aluminum tariffs unjustified. President Trump believes this action will benefit American wine and champagne businesses. The president and CEO of the Distilled Spirits Council of the United States is urging Trump to reach an agreement with the EU that avoids any further tariffs and harm to the U.S. spirits industry.
Data from India's weather agency shows that last month was India's hottest February in 125 years. Each year, the winter season has been getting shorter, and winter clothing manufacturers say clients have been hesitant to pick up orders due to soaring temperatures. Economists are also worried about the impact of rising temperatures on availability of water for farmers.
A flu that has been infecting bird and seal species has been discovered by researchers in Antarctica. It has nested in a small northern part of the continent that makes up less than 5% of its landmass. The researchers have found it difficult to find reliable data on animal populations while also assessing the mortality of marine animals.
A man has survived being run over by a train while sleeping by the train tracks in Lima, Peru. Surveillance footage shows the man lying motionless before a slow-moving cargo train makes contact with him. He got to his feet quickly and only suffered minor injuries on his arm. Officials say the man was intoxicated and did not feel the train coming after falling asleep.
And we'll have more of the world today after a quick break.
Bonsoir à tous. Hola. Hej, hur är läget?
Marhaba.
Ni hao.
Konnichiwa.
UWW-Whitewater International Student Association is a student organization brings both international students and national students together to share their cultural experience and beliefs. The ISA also collaborates with other student organizations in UW-Whitewater. The International Dinner is one of the most unique events that ISA have for every spring semester, which serves all kinds of food from different countries, and it invites students to show their talent on the dinner. So what are you waiting for? Come join the ISA today.
We are
ISA.
Unique geologic formations found in Western Australia has led a team of researchers to conclude that an asteroid struck the area around 3.57 billion years ago, which will make it the oldest impact site known. The second oldest impact crater dates to around 2 billion years before our time.
For more updates, check us out at UWW-TV.org. I'm Vibhavarghese.
And I'm Bleran Grachevse. And this has been The World Today on UWW-TV.
UWW-TV has been an important part of the campus and community since 1980.
Not only providing on-air learning opportunities for broadcast journalists and electronic media production students,
but educating and entertaining our audiences with award-winning news, live sports coverage, original programming,
as well as dedicating the mission to developing creative collaborations throughout campus.
For more information, visit our website and like us on Facebook.
Check us out because you gotta see what's on UWW-TV.
It's always been there, his love of the outdoors. Some days, you wonder if it might be his calling. Truth is, you know that the things he's passionate about today will build the foundation of what he does tomorrow, and possibly inspire a new journey. All he needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity.
Hello, welcome to Being Sensible, the show where money talks. My name is Ron Hoke, and today we're going to be talking about insurance. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard of insurance before. You might know someone who has it, maybe you have it yourself, or maybe you've just seen insurance commercials on TV. Insurance has a tough and complicated reputation, and it can seem overwhelming to figure out. Today, I'll help you walk through the ins and outs of insurance. In simple terms, insurance is a contract between a person and a company where the person pays the company a monthly fee so that the company will give money to the person in an emergency. Think of it as paying for peace of mind in a crisis. There are many types of insurance plans that all cover different things. For example, if you get in a car crash, car insurance would help you pay for any damage caused to you or your vehicle. If your house gets broken into and robbed, homeowners insurance can help pay to replace your stolen items. And in the unfortunate event of a death, life insurance would pay out to the next of kin to compensate for any financial loss from the death. If an accident would make you pay for it, there's probably insurance to help. Of course, insurance is much more complicated than this, but that's a basic overview. Insurance companies and plans use a ton of confusing and technical jargon that can be hard to understand. Let's run through some insurance terms so you can learn what they mean. A premium is the monthly cost of your insurance plan, which can vary from person to person based on your credit history, the value of what's being insured, and other factors. An insurance claim is an event that would cause your insurance to kick in. A car accident, house fire, or hospital bill could all be filed as claims. The insurance company then reviews the claim and determines how much that they can help you. The insurance company won't pay for it all. A deductible is the amount of money that you will have to pay before the insurance company covers the rest. These will vary from plan to plan. A policy limit is the maximum amount that an insurance company will pay for claims in a period of time. That period of time can vary from per loss or injury to an annual basis or for the entire duration of the policy, called a lifetime limit. Finally, a copay is a fee in health insurance to help cover the cost of health services. Even if you pass your deductible and your insurance is covering the services, you'll still have to pay the copay. And there you have it. Hopefully, we've helped clear the air and made insurance seem more understandable. For UWW-TV, I'm Ron Hoke, and this has been Being Sensible.
As classes begin to pick up and workloads for students become increasingly stress-inducing, the university reminds all students that counseling appointments are available through University Health and Counseling Services. UHCS is located at the Ambrose Health Center, free of charge and completely confidential. Faculty and staff can also access grief counseling through the Employee Assistance Program.
We'll be right back after this short break.
Have you heard of UROC? We're part of Whitewater and our own thing. Come on, we'll show you.
I learned how to be a college student here, and now I'm headed off to Madison to study global health, and I know I'm ready.
People like me who aren't a fan of big crowds would really like UROC because it's welcoming and it's laid back.
My advisor helped me figure out my schedule, organize my time, fill out my FAFSA, and figure out what classes I liked and how to turn that into a major. And if I had to do it again, I would choose UROC.
You ready to rock? You belong here.
Alex DeLeo with So We Go Here
on 91.7 The Edge, your station for sports, news, and of course, music. With our extensive music library
of alternative, rock, and hip-hop. All for you, all right here on 91.7 The Edge.
The UW-Whitewater Bookstore is your one-stop shop for apparel, textbooks, and technology. Stop in for a wide selection of gifts from our alumni, family, and name brand sections. Need to purchase or rent a textbook? Head downstairs to Textbook Services. Check out our new custom shop and create personalized apparel for your organization. Need a charger, laptop, or headphones? Our new technology section has everything you might need. For more information and bookstore hours, visit uwwhitewaterbookstore.com.
Welcome to This Week in Wisconsin History. This week, we'll be covering the 1854 capture and subsequent rescue of escaped slave Joshua Glover. On the evening of Friday, March 10th, 1854, mill worker Joshua Glover was playing cards with his friends when a group of armed men stormed into his cabin and attempted to arrest him. Leading the group was Benami S. Garland, a Missouri slaveholder who purchased Glover 4 years prior. Glover escaped Garland's plantation in 1852. Trekking over 350 miles to settle in Racine, a staunch abolitionist town in the free state of Wisconsin. Garland later learned of Glover's new location and acquired a certificate of removal and a warrant for his escaped slave's arrest under the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850, then set off to retrieve Glover from Wisconsin. The arresting party repeatedly beat Glover before securing him with manacles and tossing his bleeding, half-conscious body into a wagon. Glover's captors then set out for Milwaukee, hoping for a quick hearing and a discreet removal of the fugitive to Missouri with little to no trouble from Wisconsin's abolitionists. However, news of Glover's capture and imprisonment in a Milwaukee jail soon spread from Racine, reaching outspoken abolitionist newspaper editor Sherman M. Booth early Saturday morning. Booth and a group of other local anti-slavery advocates and lawyers immediately began working to release Glover. Booth rode his horse through nearby streets proclaiming, "A man's liberty is at stake," and that any freed man opposed to slavery gathered outside the courthouse for a public meeting. A crowd of around 4,000 people assembled in the square, listening to impassioned speeches from the local abolitionists condemning Glover's arrest and detainment under the Fugitive Slave Act. Upon hearing the judge's decision to postpone Glover's hearing to Monday and keep the badly beaten Glover imprisoned with no medical treatment, the crowd was outraged and decided to take matters into their own hands. A heavy wooden beam retrieved from the nearby construction site of St. John's Cathedral was used by the crowd as a battering ram, along with axes to break down the door to Glover's cell. Once freed, the crowd escorted Glover through Milwaukee's streets before reaching the Walker's Point Bridge, where a local businessman offered up his own buggy to transport Glover out of the city. With the raise of his cap to the cheering crowd, Joshua Glover was on his way to freedom once again. Glover was able to escape to Canada just 1 month after his rescue, living the rest of his life there as a free man. His rescue contributed to a growing statewide resistance against the Fugitive Slave Act leading up to the Civil War. In defiance of federal law, Wisconsin Supreme Court would be the only high state court to declare the Fugitive Slave Act unconstitutional before its official repeal in 1864. And that's what happened this week in Wisconsin history.
We'd love to show you what it's like to be a war hawk.
Come on!
Don't miss out on your chance to be a war hawk
at UW-Whitewater.
You belong here!
Video One Media Services provides accomplished students the opportunity to enhance their college experience by working with real-world clients. In addition, we provide clients local and affordable video options to better enhance their media needs. For more information on how Video One Media Services can help you with your next media project, email or call our office at 262-472-5659.
You can see it. His potential, that is. You see it even when he may not. You see that the things that spark his interest today will in time ignite the things he pursues tomorrow, and ultimately help him reach new heights. All he needs now is a way to make it happen. We are the universities of Wisconsin. 13 universities, unlimited opportunity.
Welcome back to the Whitewater Wind Down. Well, since we're both first-year students here in Whitewater, is there any place that you found that you've really loved?
I love Jitters in Wells East. Me and my roommate go there pretty frequently to try out their milkshakes and go to their events. We went to Minecraft trivia a few weeks ago and it was super fun.
Oh, I'm mad that I missed that one. Well, I also really love Jitters. The other day I went and watched Roomies, which is another show here on UWW-TV, and I thought that was really great, super entertaining. For me, I would say Sweet Spot. Oh my gosh, they have delicious food that's really awesome.
I've actually never tried it, but I think you've convinced me. I might have to go there tomorrow and check it out. Well, it looks like that is all the time we have for today. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of the Whitewater Wind Down. We'll see you next week for more news, entertainment, and sports. Have a great weekend and stay tuned to UWW-TV.